We've been getting together here for many years to talk about the early days of single sideband, and I've got some opening remarks here I need to make. We've been working with the man who records our net quite frequency that is listened to worldwide because he gets emails from people that he's heard from around the globe about our activity here, and that's pretty nice. I'm glad that that is taking place. And recently he's been publishing with the recording pictures of those of us who have sent pictures of our shack in, and that's much appreciated. And I always listen to his recordings from beginning to end every time they're posted. So if you haven't sent a picture of your shack in, or if you haven't seen it yet, let us know. And certainly send me a picture anytime. And there's one more picture that we need. I was playing with an old iPod Touch that I had 15 years ago, and up at Belton I took a picture of several of us with Miss Betty. And I'm having some trouble with the system. The operating system is so delinquent, I'm having trouble getting that picture out of the iPod Touch of us with Miss Betty. So if you have a picture of us at Belton with Miss Betty, send it to me, please, and let's get that posted with our recordings here, because she was one of the founders of the net, and a lot of us liked her a lot and miss her terribly. All right, on with the business of the net. I'm on the radio that began its life back in 1948 when Collins invented the first permeability tuned oscillator, type VFO for amateur radio, the 310B. And I found an old SB10 out in my garage, and I said, maybe that Collins will drive that SB10. Sure enough, it does. And the SB10 converts a DX60 novice rig to about 40 watts of single sideband. That then drives my Collins 30L1 listening on the Drake 2B. So let's see what we got here on the net here today. I heard Kenneth first. Hey, AG5XP. Hey, Kenneth, you still out there somewhere? Talk to us. K5LYN.
Yeah, thanks again for picking me up here. Yeah, the band is slowly getting better, which is good for everybody. So far, everybody sounds pretty good. Tonight we're on the old Gonset phasing type single sideband transmitter, the old GSB 100. Got it hooked up to a GSB 101 amplifier, and I got them both pretty well spruced up and cleaned up and looking pretty good. Got an old microphone here. It's a Johnson Viking desktop mic, but it's got an ecstatic cartridge in it, so hope it sounded okay. Got it going out to a G5 RV antenna, running about 500 watts over here, Lynn. Back to you, AG5XP.
Hey, Kenneth, I missed one thing. There was a little dip in the signal there. What's the sideband generator you're using?
This is the Gonset GSB 100.
Okay. The GSB 100, you're only the number 2 guy that's ever had one of those on the net. And Jay, didn't I hear somebody on the Traders Net Sunday talking about another GSB 100 lurking out there somewhere? So let's track those down. Nice work, Kenneth. Anything else on your end?
Oh, that's about it, but I always forget to tell you what my receiver is. Right now I'm using the Helicopter SX101 as my receiving operation. Back to you, Lynn.
Halcrafters built some nice receivers in those days, and they qualified for the term boat anchors. Nicely done, Kenneth. Great work on your part. TXW, my neighbor. Talk to us, George.
All right. Hello around the net. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm on all the usual S-line stuff. 32S175S330L1, the power supply, the speaker box, sure 444. To the dipole out in the side yard, and that's it. The band is, to me, seems quieter than usual, Lynn. I was hearing that station from Mississippi close by. I thought he was maybe up there in Lee County where the thunderstorms pop up. What do you think, Lynn? You going to breakfast Saturday, over?
Yeah, Barry called me on the phone and asked about that. I said, yeah, let's do it. So if anybody wants to join us, we'll be at El Nuevo, Mexico, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Yes, sir, George, back to you.
All right. Well, I'll be up and be on the radio, etc. WB5TXW back to net.
Excellent sounding signal, George. That radio continues to do you right. Okay, KC5L, Tom, talk to us.
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everyone on the net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're talking on the usual here, the Central Electronics 200B, and that's driving the 600L amplifier, the Johnson KW Matchbox, and homebrew doublet of about 15 feet, and we're listening on the R390A. And your Studebaker is sounding great as usual. That's all I have, Lynn, so back to you, K5L.
Outstanding, Tom. And you nailed it. Yeah, this is the radio that I call the radio version of a 59 Studebaker because I built it out about a bunch of junk I found out in the garage. An adequate description. Great to hear you, Tom. Beautiful signal on your part. K5CXG. Hey, Bob, what's up?
Oh, 108 degrees, and that's what's up. And other than that, we're doing pretty good. Running a 30L1 and a tenor and RV and no boat anchor today. Well, I don't know, 750Y. Hell, it's 40 years old. It's, you know, and it's a little boat anchor for a canoe or a kayak, whatever. But it's old. I mean, any way you look at it. But everybody have a good week, and we will listen. K5CXG.
Hey, outstanding signal, Bob. Did the propagation just get right between you and I, or what?
No, you've been holding in there since you started.
Well, something's working, and I'm glad to know that, because, boy, I tell you what, you're rocking and rolling into awesome this evening. Great to hear you. All right, KE5Q, what do you say, Jim?
All right, good evening, Lynn and the net. This is KE5Q, Plano, and I think the band is getting better by the minute as the sun starts to go down. Anyway, tonight we're on the KWM2, and we're driving the L4B tonight. That's going into the Ultimax 8040 double bazooka, and we are now on the Shure 444. So hopefully that's working. I don't know. Haven't had this one on in a while. K5LYN in the net. K5Q.
Well, you heard how good TXW's calling sounds, and your sounds just like that. Great. I don't know what we do about our D104s. You know, I've got 3 of them around here, Jim, and I haven't figured out a great way to make them work yet. So if you figure one out, keep me posted.
Roger. I got a bunch of them, too.
Yeah, I don't know what we do. Bob Heil makes a replacement, and I got 2 of them from him, and I never could make them sound like I want them to sound, so I don't know what we do. He sells a cartridge with a transformer, but it's so critical how you mount it in there. If you don't get it just right, and I didn't, you're out of luck. All right, okay, well, hey, I got one more comment before I give this thing to Jake. We have not heard N50JB Denver in a long time. If anybody knows him well enough to find out if he's okay or if he's around him, I don't know how you get in touch with him. He doesn't do his email, and we haven't heard Denver in a while. I always like to check on people we haven't heard, so if y'all know anything, keep us posted there. Pick it up, Jay, and say something about Miss Betty again. We need a picture of us all with her sometime. K5LYN, over to you.
I saw Denver post something on Facebook yesterday or the day before. Are you still around?
Oh, Jeff, well, tell him to talk to us.
K5LYN. I'm not in communication with him, but I can be.
Yeah, let him know we missed him. In fact, we missed you, too. Good to hear you. Bring us up to date.
Just running the same old junk. TS-1000, a dynamic DRV 100 dynamic microphone, then to the 31 band graphic EQ, and I guess my boat anchor would be the Drake L7, which is back up and running. I've got that going into a 80-meter single monoband bazooka, double bazooka, only up at about 27 foot. And that's what's happening here in San Antonio. K5LYN, W5OMR.
Okay, well, great to hear you, Jeff. If I hadn't heard from you, I might have asked about you next. So I'm glad you came by to let us know everything's cool on your end. All right, Jay, KM5QS, K5LYN.
I didn't say that, but I'm alive.
That's, well, me too. Let me join you in that same category. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay. Hello, Jeff. Okay, first off, yes, picture of Miss Betty. I think I have 1 or 2 of them of her on the Belton parking lot, so I'll get into the depths of my computer this evening and send you what I've got. and you can choose whichever one you want to use. Also, let's see, what else was there? There's a fella in the valley that used to check in with us a lot, K5LYN. He's in poor health at the moment, and Rick, WD5ADC, and myself are trying to help him with his equipment, but that's still a story that doesn't have a finish yet. Anyway, we're working on it. All I'm asking is that y'all keep Gerald in your prayers, and like that. So anyway, and what else was there? Oh, yeah, the GSB 100. That was Mark, November 5, Yankee Echo Yankee. And if anybody is interested in that rig, I think he'd be willing to move it along down the road. And if you want to, you can get a hold of me and I can give you his phone number. I also know where there's a GSB 201 rebuilt with new tubes from another gentleman, so you could have a whole station if you wanted. Anyway, I'm coming to y'all this evening on the Kenwood, let's see, yep, still talking, on the Kenwood TS820, using the R820 Kenwood receiver and transceive with it, going into a TL922 amplifier, using an Electro-Voice 664A microphone and a Nye Viking MB5A tuner to a homebrew antenna, open wire line, the whole 9 yards. Apex about 75 feet. It's a perverted V. You gotta put it up where you got room to hang it, so that's what I did. All that being said, we're probably doing about 1,300 watts somewhere in there, or at least a kilowatt anyway. Somewhere in there. Who cares? This is KM5QS, and this is Boat Anchors Unlimited. Who's next for the net? Maybe a short net.
K0SCD.
Hello, Steve. Go ahead.
Well, good evening, Jay, and all your boat anchors. K0SCD and Tyler. And as usual, I'm on this trusty old Kenwood 520 and a Collins 3001. A dipole up 40-odd feet, and that's about it from here. Hot as hell. Back to you, Jay. K0SCD.
All righty. 80, let's see, I believe it's 84, 85 days to Belton, Steve. Get ready.
Well, won't be there, Jay.
Okie doke. I had to throw that in there just because I knew you were probably expecting it. All right, anyone else for the boat anchors this evening? Come now.
You're bad.
Oops, somebody double with somebody. Anyone else for the net?
I think Steve said you're bad.
That's you, Rusty?
Yeah, that's me, Jay.
Okay. I can't raise anybody, so I guess it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'll give it a shot. Good evening, folks. And, of course, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. My call was Whiskey Kilowatt 5 radio. And I'm running my usual stuff, a Kenwood TS590S, Tascam TM70 microphone by TX. I'm driving the homebrew GS35B amplifier into the homebrew fan dipole at 50 feet. That takes care of that. So, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Anybody anywhere that wants to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited net, come now.
W5MZU with a quick check.
You might be right, Jay. Huh.
No, you had somebody you dealt with.
I didn't read anybody either, Lynn. Back over to you, K5LYN, WK5R.
Well, let me see if I can book that. Who was at that double with Rusty? Trying to get in here? K5LYN.
The W5 station.
LYN and company, here's Dennis, W5MZU, just testing the Drake equipment. Hadn't been on for a while, so just doing a station operational test. Good evening.
Okay, a person on Drake. Hey, Rusty, are you hearing the person better than I am?
I'm hearing him good. Okay, the fellow on the Drake station, give us your name and tell us which, in your call sign, and tell us where you're located and which Drake station you're running there, over.
Roger, Rusty. Thanks for the handoff, Lynn. It's a Drake T4XB there, just percolating along here with the R4B. I believe I'm in trans-C mode, and I haven't lit it off for a while, and you know how that is if you don't, so I just wanted to hop in here real quick and do a station operational test there, Rusty. Back to you, sir.
Okay, what's your name there, sir, and where are you located?
Delta Echo Norway, India Sierra, Dennis there, Pflugerville. Roger?
Roger, on the Pflugerville there, Dennis. Appreciate you checking in. Well, that thing is working great for you. Sounds good there, over.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm a little out of band, but that's changing here directly. I know y'all are patient, so I don't want to be in gross violation, but I'm just doing a operational housekeeping test there on the net, and I figured some souls would get returned to me there, Rusty. See you on 2 meters maybe sometime. 7-3 from Pflugerville, W5MZU, back to net control.
Okay, Dennis. Appreciate it. Boy, you got a great sounding Drake station there. Okay, back over to you, Lynn.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, everybody's tired of listening to the midsummer noise here, and I understand why we haven't got as many folks checking in right now. But we did hear Terry way over there in Mississippi a while ago. That was incredible. So anybody that's out there curious about what we're doing here, you're quite welcome to come in and talk to us. Who else is out there? K5LYN. I'm Lynn in Austin. Well, maybe I satisfied everybody's curiosity. That might be it. We're going to pass around the table one more time. Jay, you want to give it a try?
Sure, might as well. Well, you know, you were talking about how hot it's been. That may have something to do with it. Maybe some guys don't want to be out in the shack with them tubes glowing in this time of day. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. All right, folks, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you want to check in, even if you're not on a boat anchor, as long as you're interested in what we're doing, we don't turn anybody away. So anybody else out there that would like to check in, come now.
Jay, I've got to follow up to something you pointed out. N5YEY, the guy with the Gonset, where is he located? Do you know?
It's a 903 area code.
Okay, I can look him up in QRZ.com. I don't need another piece of equipment around here, but hey, you know, we don't see those very often.
No, that's true. I'll email you his phone number if you want.
Okay, you might add that to it if you get a picture of Miss Betty, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Back to you.
All righty. Okay, folks, so one more time, anybody out there, because we're going to go find something cool to sip upon if there's no more check-ins. I guess that's probably going to be about it. So from my end, thank you guys for checking in. We need some diehards to keep this thing rolling. So maybe it'll be better next week. Anyway, appreciate it. Catch y'all later. 7-3s, KM5QS. Back to you, Rusty.
All right, Jay. Well, the band is quiet right now. I'm surprised there's not more people on, but I suppose there could be storms somewhere farther off that's messing with them that we're not hearing. Might be missing the hop on us, so to speak. But anyway, last call for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net before we shut the door. Come now. Hey, I woke up somebody up there in Missouri. Go ahead, Perry.
Yeah, good evening, Rusty. Good evening, Jay, and Lynn, and all you guys. Yeah, the band is rough. more static than I got signal on you guys. So there you go. Anyway, I'm on the and the SC 1000 amplifier, kind of the same old station using the triple full mic and this 2060 tuner, and I'm on to my 75-meter inverter thing, so kind of the same old story. But anyway, good news all the way around. Sorry there's no more on here, but boy, it's been a bad couple of weeks here on ham radio. Anyway, I'll shut up and let you close her up. KB0, you host us.
Ah, Perry. Glad you checked in. Yeah, I got to open the window and let some of you out. Hi. Catch you next week. All right. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net before we shut the door? Come now. Well, that sounds like it'd be it. It's like Lynn and Jay said, we appreciate everybody that did check in. And we'll look forward to seeing y'all again next week, or hearing y'all again next week, I should say. Well, this is WK5R, now closing the Boat Anchor Unlimited net and returning the frequency to normal amateur use. WK5R.
Nicely done, everybody. K5LYN, listening out.
Yeah, now the band's coming back.
Extremely quiet right now.
Band's coming back now.
Yeah, it'll come up.